Okay, another macro shot here for our third one, or fourth now, I guess. Okay, cool little shrimp, shot in Lembe. Obviously, got some serious brightness here, but not blown out, so I think we can work with it. Let's reset this now and work through our process. I'm not going to touch exposure, I'm not going to touch contrast, and as you probably guessed, when we drop these highlights, it's going to be a huge change. Watch the whites. There we go. Got some detail now. Still a little bright, so we have to work on that. Shadows should be this, but this is a pretty challenging shot because these lights blasted. There we go, the image. Now we're getting some texture in here, getting to darken this. The whites, we don't want to push because we're already pushing a blowout. It's actually one of the cases where you could sacrifice a little bit of the grayscale to take the edge off it, but I'm not going to. We'll adjust it in exposure. The blacks, we're going to drop the blacks, so hopefully we can move this stuff into the darker end of the scale. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. But again, don't want the shrimp to get too contrasty here. All right, there we go. Looks good for light. For color, we don't need to touch it. Color looks really pretty solid. It's a little bit of that yellow from those YSD1s. Maybe we can move it down a touch, but that's about it. Vibrance, we lost a little bit of that when we dropped all the blacks and the color. So let's see if we can't put some of that back in. That looks fake, but we want to get a little bit of that vibrance back in that we lost there to start. Now, effects. Let's go in here. Let's zoom in. It's a sharp picture. Generally, my rule for keep or delete is the eye sharp. If the eye's not sharp, no matter how cool, it goes. Just kind of the way I am. All right. So texture, let's give that a run and see how that goes. Really should bring out here on the shell. Yeah. We don't want to go nuts because it will look fake. That's probably pretty good there. All right, clarity. Be really careful with that one. It's very easy to go overboard. We'll just give that a smidge of a bump. Dehaze. Again, it's really easy to go overboard there. You can see how it's getting darker. And we go back to the full size. Again, this is a good use of a vignette because really this really distracting. So we'll vignette this sucker. I like to kind of go so there's a soft edge so it doesn't look too forced. And this time around, we're going to go back into detail there. I want to do no sharpening or color noise. I want to do some noise reduction on this. So if we see here, we've got some noise popping up here, some color noise in here. So let's bump the noise reduction here and just kind of see where the detail starts right about there. It's a pretty noisy shot. And the color noise reduction, it's extremely subtle. It's going to be hard to see, but even that we're going to bump up. All right, so now we can come back here. There we go. We come back to the beginning, and we're going to want to add our brightness back in and drop our contrast. All right, quick and easy edit. Not quite as dramatic as the Pygmy, but we went from that, which is a pretty normal picture to see when you're shooting, and you go, God, it's not very good. But we recovered it pretty well to that. And again, we could pull it into Photoshop and really do it, but we will do that in another episode or another article. All right, hope you enjoyed that one and you learned something and you're getting more comfortable and familiar with this.